MULN down 3.36% in this pre-market session. Let's see whether we can get any news, or if there is any news. Okay, no news at the moment. Okay, 2.035 million shares across the tape so far. SPY is up 0.44%. We're still carrying on the momentum of yesterday. That was as a result of better than expected inflation figures in the US. Okay, let's see what's going on with QQQ. Somewhere around 1,000 shares so far. Let's see how much he has gained. 0.53%. Okay, let's have a look and see what's going on with Tesla. Tesla is up 0.46%. Let's have a look and see what's going on with Apple. Apple is up 0.16%. Let's see if there's any news. Okay, let's see. It says big tech and growth stocks rise a day after closing with some of the biggest gains in the year after soothing inflation data. Meta platforms, Amazon, Alphabet, Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Netflix up 0.07% to 1.7% in this pre-market session of the 11th of November 2022. A relief rally in global shares enters the second day as investors bet that peaking US inflation will prompt the Federal Reserve to ease the pace of interest rate hikes. On Thursday, that was yesterday, the 10th of November, US markets clocked their best day in 2.5 years. In 2.5 years after October, CPI growth came in below 8%. Meta and Amazon gained 10.3% and 12% respectively, and Nvidia closed 14% higher. The inflation data has prompted traders to adjust rate hikes, with odds of a 50 basis point rate hike in December rather than a 75% hike, jumping to about 85% from 52% from before the data was released, according to CME FedWatch tool. Meanwhile, investors cheer Amazon's plans to review unprofitable units and budget cuts. As of today, the S&P 500 E-minis futures and Nasdaq up 0.4%, as the case may be. Yeah, that's the roundup of what's going on right now, or what happened yesterday. Okay, it says here Wall Street bet stocks rise pre-market. Tesla, Amazon poised to gain. The most talked about stocks in the Reddit subforum Wall Street's bets were up hours before the opening bell on today. Tesla was up 1.2% after climbing 7.4% yesterday, while Amazon rose 1.3% in this pre-market session after surging 12% yesterday. Meme stock favorite GameStop advanced 0.4% in the pre-market after 7.7% gain on Thursday, while companion AMC Entertainment was up 1.1%, adding another 18% to yesterday's gain. Apple was up 0.45% in this pre-market session after advancing 9% yesterday. The company said yesterday it is investing $450 million to support the previously announced iPhone 14 emergency SOS via satellite feature launching later this month in the US and Canada. Among other stocks in focus are AMD. It rose 1.3% after soaring 14% yesterday, while Nvidia was up 1.2% in pre-market following a 14% advance yesterday. Meta is inched to 0.1% in this pre-market session, climbing 10% after climbing 10% yesterday. So we all know that. Let's see if there's anything that is specifically concerning Apple. Let's see here. Says Apple supply Foxconn plans to quadruple the workforce of its iPhone factory in India over the next 2 years, to government officials with knowledge of the matter said, pointing to a production adjustment as it faces disruptions in China. Foxconn has grabbed headlines in recent weeks with tight virus restrictions at its Zhengzhou plant, the world's largest iPhone factory, disturbing production and fueling concerns over the impact of China's virus policy on global supply chains. The disruptions prompted Apple to lower its forecast for shipments of the premium iPhone 14 models this week, dampening its sales outlook for the busy year ahead. For the busy year and holiday season. Taiwan-based Foxconn now plans to boost the workforce at its plant in southern India to 70,000 by adding 53,000 more workers over the next 2 years, according to sources who declined to be named as the discussions are private. While the size of the plant in India's southern state of Tamil Nadu is dwarfed by Foxconn's Zhengzhou plant, which employs 200,000 workers, it is central to Apple's effort to shift production away from China. Foxconn, formerly called On High Precision Industry & Co. Limited, opened the Indian plant in 2019 and has been ramping up production. It began producing iPhone 14 this year. Foxconn's interest in expanding the facility is known, but the scale of the planned expansion and timelines have previously not been reported. Both Foxconn and Apple declined to comment. Foxconn chairman Liu Yongwei said on an earnings call on yesterday, the 10th of November, that the company would adjust its production capacity and output so there was no impact from further potential disruptions of supplies for the Christmas and Lunar New Year holidays. Foxconn has shared its plans with Tamil Nadu officials about accelerating its hiring efforts at the Indian plant due to disruptions in China. According to the first government official source, beyond iPhones, the plant also manufactures products for other global tech firms. But the new hiring push is mainly driven by its need to meet growing iPhone demand. The person added. A person in Taiwan with knowledge of the matter said Foxconn was expanding its operations in India to increase its capacity for basic models. Let's see, for basic models to meet Indian demand. Said, and in quote, we are gradually increasing our production scale there. The person indicated, declining to give details of the hiring plans in India. So the second government source in India, a senior official in the Tamil Nadu administration, said the state government was working with Foxconn in finalizing the expansion. On October 27, the state's investment promotion arm tweeted that top government officials had traveled to Taiwan and met Liu. They had elaborately discussed Foxconn's plans for new ventures and investments and offered the government's support. The state was having discussions with the suppliers to address issues such as housing facilities for workers as it looked to expand the first government official as it looks to, yeah, okay. Okay, last year, Foxconn's Tamil Nadu plant was at the center of a mass food poisoning incident which sparked employee protest and threw light on the living conditions of the workers in hostels near the factory. Officials at Tamil Nadu, a hub of electronic and automotive manufacturing, were also pushing Apple suppliers to branch out into manufacturing components for iPhones beyond just assembly. The two government sources added. Currently, iPhones are assembled in India, but by at least three of Apple's global suppliers, Foxconn and Pegatron in Tamil Nadu, and Wistron in nearby Karnataka state. JP Morgan analysts estimate in September that Apple may make one out of four iPhones in India by 2025, and 25% of all Apple products, including iPad, Apple Watch, and AirPods, will be manufactured outside China by 2025, from 5% currently. So Apple up 0.18%. Okay, let's see what's going on with Snap. Snap is down 0.37%. We're counting down to the open of the markets. We have an hour and 35 minutes. So far, 91,983 shares have crossed the tape for Snap. Okay, let's look at SNAL. Snailing up 62.67%. At some point, it was actually 70%. No news yet, but it is in the move for sure. 1.223 million shares have crossed the tape. Let's see whether it's optionable. It's not optionable. Penny stock has gained 1.4%, $1.4 in this pre-market session. Let's see whether we can get anything concerning SNAL. Okay, while we wait, you can see it has lost 2% of its gains here, as we can see. So let's see the next one. The next one is what? Next one is let's see whether we can get anything there. Okay. Okay, we don't have any news concerning SNAL. Okay, let's move on and see what's going on with COSM. COSM holdings up 35.48%. It has also lost some of the gains. It ran up this morning. No news there yet. 6.815 million shares across the tape. It's a penny stock. Okay, let's see what's going on with VS versus Inc. up 47.67%. No news. Rather, the news hasn't surfaced yet. 778,101 shares have crossed the tape. Let's return to MULN. And yeah, MULN down 4 points, quite volatile now. You can see that, very volatile. Prices are just flickering and changing so fast. $4.412 million shares across the tape. SPY up 0.45%. It's just plunged down. You can see that, so dramatic. We just saw a huge 2% drop now, and now added another 0.7%. So volatile. QQQ up 0.62%. DIA up 0.44%. Tesla up 0.57%. Apple up 0.44%. Snap down, rather up 0.09%. Snaling up 58.22%. COSM holdings up 29.13. They're all losing all the gains they had earlier on. Versus is still holding its pretty much of its gains. Let's refresh and see what's going on here in this pre-market session, pre-market list. We have MF as well trying to spike. Let's have a look and see. Security FinTech holdings up 39.05. Let's see if there's any news. No news so far. See, only 800 shares are responsible for this 39.05%. And let's see, pretty much okay, I think these are the prices that I've gone through. These are the ones that I've gone through. These are the ones that are yet to go through. So these guys are expecting these prices to enter, or rather they are just open orders in the market so far. Or yeah, they're just I think they're prices that were entered today. You can see that. That's the time, 8:04, just a few less than a minute ago, or thereabouts. Some I even looked at $6.5. Some even all the way up to $9. Yeah, okay, why not? MULN down 4.24. Let's see SPY. SPY up 0.52%. I told you earlier on that we have a sell target on SPY at $3.65 and an upward projection of 429.04. That's yes, that's upward projection. Downward projection is 365.2. Let me get to the chart. See, this is the upward projection. This is just based on what has happened already. Roughly 429. This was a resistance in August of this year, and then we have 365 support right where it's where it is. I think it's what moving average is there. I think it's the might be one of the, I think it's 20-day moving average. Yes, 20-day moving average. Yes, that's where it is. It got support there. That's our sell target. If it falls below that, there's a good chance it may fall further. It may drop further towards 356 or even below. DIA up 0.44%. QQQ up 0.67%. Tesla up 0.56%. Apple up 0.41%. Snap down 0.09%. GameStop up 0.48%. AMC unchanged. MFH up 37.14%. SNAL up 52.44%, retracing, losing all the gains. COSM holdings up 26.96%. It's actually lower than what it was previously. Versus System Inc. up 37%, has also lost about 10% of all its gains. MULN, okay, has recovered somewhat. Loss is now 3.61%. Okay, Polestar up 14.25%. Polestar today posted a smaller third quarter operating loss as revenue more than doubled and company cut spending. But the electric vehicle maker warned that higher raw material cost will start to hurt in the year. Swedish car maker founded by China's Geely and Volvo Cars posted an operating loss of $196.4 million, down from $292.9 million a year ago, while revenue rose to $435.4 million from $212.9 million. Polestar, which listed on Nasdaq exchange in June via merger with a SPAC company, said rising costs for raw materials used to make its batteries had not yet fully hit because of set contracts. Chief Financial Officer Johan Malmquist told Reuters Polestar would face higher costs in the fourth quarter, while price increases for its cars this summer had been slow to kick in. The full extent of that will then partly offset the raw material costs, he said, adding that the car market expected to raise prices further. Malmquist said because much of Polestar's cost base is in China, unfavorable exchange rates hit the company in the third quarter and will continue in the fourth quarter. Supply chain bottlenecks, including a global semiconductor shortage, have made it increasingly difficult for car makers to meet their targets. But the chief executive, Thomas Ingerlath, said Polestar was on track to deliver 50,000 cars in 2022. The company delivered 9,212 vehicles in the third quarter, while deliveries for the first 9 months of 2022 rose 100% to above 30,400. Ingerlath said the remaining 20,000 cars needed to meet its target and have been produced. According to him, we're now in a fairly comfortable position of only having to deliver these cars and not worry anyone about production, the CEO said. Yes, Polestar on the move. Volumes are climbing 217,000, almost 218,000. The gain is now 17.98, 18% now. You can see that spiking bullishly. Yeah, so post start, the gain is down to the 3.68%. Still the same news we are talking about. Okay, update again. So Polestar today posted a smaller third quarter operating loss as revenue more than doubled and the company cut spending. But electric maker warned that higher raw material costs would start to hurt the stock later on. The Swedish car maker founded by China's Geely and Volvo posted an operating loss of $196.4 million, down from $292.9 million a year ago, while revenue rose to $435.4 million from $290 million. Polestar. Okay, so we have given you all of this information. So far, 492,000 shares have crossed the tape. MULN down 3.06%. SPY up 0.38%. DIA up 0.35%. QQQ up 0.48%. Or 0.48%. Tesla down 1.11%. What happened? Snap down 0.37%. Snailing up 53.33%. COSM holdings up 15.65%, actually down from the highs of this pre-market session. Versus holdings is also down as well, even though it's still holding a gain of 22%. MFH, Security Fintech holdings up 33%. GME up 0.4%. AMC down 0.16%. Polestar, okay, gain is now 29.17%. MULN down 5.55%. Polestar up 22.81%. SPY up 0.54%. TIA up 0.48%. QQQ up 0.62%. Tesla down 1.47%. Apple up 0.25%. Snap down 0.65%. MFH up 32.33%. SNAL up 64.78%. COSM Holdings up 21.57%. Versus Inc. up 23.33%. Polestar up 22.99%. So we have less than 30 minutes before the market opens. So thank you all, everybody that joined in this live session, and we'll see you again later on, maybe today or Monday.